So standard 10, welcome back. After a long gap, we are meeting now in the circle. So tangent segment theorem, page number 53, with the circle we are starting. First of all, the theorems we will complete, some important solve sums we will do, and then we will go for the exercises. So theorem is this: tangent segment theorem. So what is that statement? Tangent segment drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. So tangent segments from external point are congruent. I have written in short. So proof we want to do. So what is that? What is given? What is given? A circle is given and the tangents are drawn from the external point. And what we have to prove? They are congruent, that we have to prove. We will take the figure from the textbook itself. This is not for you. This is tomorrow's Zoom meeting. This is a circle with center A. There is a point D outside the circle, and from the D point tangents are drawn. We know that from the external point we can draw two tangents, only two tangents. These two tangents, it is cut, these two tangents are cutting in P and Q. These are the two tangent segments. These two tangent segments, PD and QD, these two tangent segments are equal, that we have to prove. So I will join this. And this way join AP and AQ. What is given to prove? Given is a circle with center A, PD and QD are the tangent segment drawn from the external point. These are all. So given, I will write. What is given? A circle with center A. This proof is not given completely in the textbook. It is asked for fill in the blanks. That's why I am just, if in the board it is asked for prove that, then we should be prepared for that. D is the external point. What else? PD and QD are the tangent segments. PD and QD are the tangent segments. Okay. What is to prove? Always remember this: given, to prove, and the proof. These are the steps. What is to prove? Segment PD congruent segment QD. This I have to prove. What construction you have done? Construction. That also we will write. Join AP, AQ and AD. You will draw the segment AP, AQ and AD. Now the proof starts. Proof. If these two triangles are congruent, this one triangle and this one triangle, then these sides will be the corresponding sides and they will be congruent, and that's the proof is over. So, which two triangles? In triangle APD, APD, and triangle another is AQD. Which are the same things in these two triangles that I have to find? First of all, this side. This angle is 90 degree. Don't forget this, because this is the tangent and this is the radius. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. Okay, this much I have understood. This is 90, this is 90. Then which theorem I can use? This side and this is the hypotenuse. Because the side opposite to hypotenuse is called, side opposite to the 90 degree angle is called as the hypotenuse. This hypotenuse is common. So I will say in these triangles, angle APD congruent or equal to, congruent I will write, angle AQD, reason is each 90 degree. And why this is each 90 degree? Because tangent radius perpendicularity theorem. Tangent radius perpendicularity theorem. That's why this is 90 degree. Another. Now from this, what I understood, that this is a right angle triangle. Side AB, side AP, congruent side AQ. Reason, these are the radii of the same circle. Of the same circle. Same circle. Now, hypotenuse. Which hypotenuse? AD. Congruent of this triangle AD and of this triangle also AD. Congruent hypotenuse AD. Reason, it is a common side for both the triangles. Common side in both the triangles. Therefore, triangle, which are the triangles? APD congruent triangle AQD. AQD, which test? Hypotenuse side test. Hypotenuse side test or theorem. If these two triangles are congruent, then these two segments are congruent. In this PD, last two, and in this last two QD. So, segment PD congruent segment QD. Reason, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. And thus the proof is over. Hope that you have understood this. So I will rub this. Now we will go for some other important theorems. which will be asked in the board. That's why we are thinking of them all. On page number 61, there is another, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs are congruent. Page 61, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle or of congruent circles are congruent. I am writing in short, you write in proper. The chords corresponding to congruent arcs, there it is written of a circle or in bracket of congruent circles are congruent. First of all, I will draw the figure from the textbook. This is a circle. The center is B. Here this is one arc, name is AP, and here is another arc, name is ED. In this arc, point P is taken in between, and in this arc, point Q is taken in between. So what is given? The chords corresponding to congruent arcs. Means these arcs are congruent. If APC and arc EQD, these arcs are congruent. What we have to prove? The chords are congruent. Means this chord AC and this chord ED, they are congruent. Okay. How we measure the arcs? Measure of the arc is equal to the measure of the central angle. This way I can measure. This way I can measure. So what is given? Measure of this arc APC is equal to measure of this arc EQD. That means this angle and this angle is same. Measure of the arc is nothing but this angle. Measure of this arc is nothing but this angle. So we should understand this very well. Okay? In the textbook it is not marked, so I am not marking right now. So given, I will write given. In a circle with center B, in a circle with center B, arc APC congruent arc DQE. Why? See, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs means this arc given are congruent, and these chords I want to prove that they are also congruent. Means chord AC and chord ED. These two chords are congruent, that I want to prove. Understood this? Okay. To prove PPT, to prove that chord AC congruent chord DE. This I have to prove. So in this, what is this? Measure of this arc APC is equal to measure of this arc DQ. That means this angle and this angle is equal. If the measure of this arc is 60 degree, means this angle is 60 degree. This is congruent, so this is also 60 degree. Now this is the radius of the circle. BA is the radius, BC is the radius, BD is the radius, and B is also a radius. That means this side is equal to this side equal to this side. So SAS. See this. In these two triangles, I will write it properly. Proof. In triangle, which are those two triangles? A, B, C, and a triangle which is that D, B, E. These are the two triangles. What is equal? Equal is segment or side AB congruent side, one side of this triangle and one side of this triangle we have to take. Sometimes what happens? Students say, sir, AB congruent BC. What is the use of this? Because one side of this and one side of this I have to consider, because these two triangles I want to show that they are congruent. So side AB congruent side DB. Reason, radii of same circle. Same circle. Now this angle is also congruent. Why? Because this arc and this arc is congruent. So angle ABC congruent angle, which is that DBE. Reason what? Measures of congruent arcs. Measures of congruent arcs. Okay. Now this is over. This angle is over. Now this side and this side. Again, segment or side. What I will take? BC congruent side. Which side I will take? BE. Reason, radii of same circle. Hope that you understand it. Now see, this is side, angle, side. Therefore, these two triangles, what is the name? What we have to say? ABC. Congruent triangle which ABC. From this I have started. This I have started in here. DBE. Reason, SAS test for congruence. Therefore, what I want? I want AC congruent DE. Here I have written. Therefore, AC, this. Am I right? Segment it is. Segment AC congruent segment. AC means jumping. This also jumping. What is that? DE. But in the proof, I have not said segment. In the what to prove? To prove chord. So here also that is I will say chord. Chord AC congruent chord DE is proved. Because in the circle, if a segment is touching the 2 points on a circle, then it is called as a chord. This is a segment. But for this circle, this segment is a chord. This segment is also a chord. So hope that you have understood this, and here we will stop the video. So next time we will go for the other